So in this solution, what I want to do, I want to run an API. I want to use an API which is connected to Binance, and that's one of those cryptocurrency company. So I want to capture the price for some cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, crypto, and some other currencies there. Then I want to collect those data and run that API using a notebook by writing some Python codes. And also I want to do that with Power Automate as well. So running that and sending the data or sending an event using the notebook or Power Automate flow, and then send it to EventStream. EventStream is one item and one solution in the real-time intelligence, and that's a solution to give you this option to bringing live data and real-time data and events to the Microsoft Fabric area. So that's a connection, a gateway to connecting to that, to notebook, to Power Automate, any other type of like a database, any IoT or any other sources, capturing the data and then process that and send it to some destination like a KQL database, Lakehouse, or send it to Reflex, which is that activator, and then you can process those data. So we want to capture those data in the event stream and then sending those data to Eventhouse and save it into a KQL database, running some KQL code in the KQL query set and create a report in Power BI. Also from that KQL database, I want to try to create a real-time dashboard, which is the new feature in the real-time intelligence. And additionally, at the end, I want to connect that to Reflex, set some condition, and then receive some notification. So let me close this one and then open the Fabric. Yeah. Okay, so I created a workspace which has a Fabric license. So if you don't have that for license, you can still use in the Fabric tutorial. My tutorial 18 days left now, so you can use that as well. So there is no limitation. There is no limitation to using F2, F4, F64 or something. As I said, I want to use an API. This is the API I want to run. So let me zoom in a little bit. This is the API, api.binance.com API with trigger price, and that will return all of these around 2,000, I don't know, 500 last time, but I recently heard is around more than 2,000, 1,000 cryptocurrency with the price, the live price. If I hit F5, then the price will change. As you can see here, the price is changed, and that's a real-time data. But I don't want to have the data for all of these crypto. I just want to see that for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Sol, and Doge. So I customized this API. Let me just make it a little bit more beautiful to see. So, and then whenever I run this one, the price here, as you can see, in some area will change. So as you can see here. So what I want to do, I want to create a notebook to run this API and send this data to an event stream to be able to save it into a KQL database. And for that one, I write this notebook here. So first I install this Azure Service Bus, and then I write some codes here. Then that's a request code, the request gate, which is the API I showed you here, and you know what is the output. And I add some more data to that. I added the date, I added the time, and added the date and time, because when I run that one, I want to see the price, and I want to see another column for date and time in this format, date in another column and time in another column, which I want to use that when I want to visualize that. I need those data. So, okay. What I need to do before I be able to run this notebook, I need to add the connection. I need to add the EventStream connection to here. So before I started this recording, I created this EventStream to save some time. So there is nothing here, just created that one, and I need to add a source here. You can add the external source. If you click on the external source, there are many options here. You can use the Microsoft sources like Azure database, Azure Event Hubs, SQL database, IoT, or even you can use Azure events like Azure Blob Storage events or Fabric events from one workspace. If something happened, like such as creation or deleting something, you can capture that and save those data into a KQL database. On the other hand, you can even connect that to one lake to capture the event house. And if I click on all, that's all of those connection you can use here. The other item here is using the sample data. This is a very great thing Microsoft provided for the people to be able to try and using this three sample data to testing the scenarios. If you don't have any live IoT or live data source to capturing the data, you can use one of these three sample data, yellow taxi, stock market, or bicycle, and try creating solutions and testing those solutions. But for now, I don't want to use those two. I want to use this get external source. So let me know, sorry, I want to use the custom endpoint. I don't want to use the external or sample. I want to use the custom endpoint. So when I click on that one, I need to give it a name to the source. I will add it as a notebook or Power Automate. So I click on add, and that's added here. And I need to hit this publish to publish that first to be able to see those key code, to be able to add it into my notebook. So here it's active now. And then if I go to edit here and click on that one, okay, sorry, let's go to the live. Yeah, click here. There are some protocol, Event Hub, AMQP, and Kafka. I don't want to use that AMQP and Kafka. You can read about that one and so find out when and where you can use that. I want to use this Event Hub. And then there are two items here. If you want to use the intro ID, you can use some of the codes here, but I want to use SAS key authentication, and I need this key, this connection string primary key. Just click on the to be able to appear here and then paste that here between those two double quotation. That's it. So my code is ready now and I can test it. Let's run it once and see how many data will be sent to there. So as I said, I added the time sleep 2 seconds to wait for 2 seconds before each fetch. So that will send the data once, and then 2 seconds after that will send the data again. You can change that one from data table. Okay, it's faced with some issue. Let me run this one first. And then after that, running the other one. Request done. Yep. And then running this one. Yep, that works now. And you can see the first batch sent to there, and 2 seconds after that, 22 to 25 on to 2 to 3 seconds, the next part sent to there. So here, if I click on I'll click on the EventStream here in the middle, then I can click on refresh and see the data here to make sure data fetching and streaming correctly from my custom source into the event stream. So let's give it few seconds to load those data. It's still working perfectly without any issue, and those data will be appear here. Because it's the first time, it takes a little bit time, but after that it should be okay and should be fast. Yes, those data are here, and you can see those data fetching correctly. So I will stop this one for now. I have enough data to be able to define the destination. So make sure if you want to go to the destination section, or you want to add some of those transforming data, first run the data first to have the schema of your data event stream, and then that would be great for you, and that will give you the option to create a new table because that knows the schema there. Okay, the data here, and I created a custom app, custom receiver to be able to connect that to a notebook to receiving the data, and even that is fetching the data. Now I want to connect this custom app to a Power BI, Power Automate as well. What I did here, I create a manually trigger flow. I copy paste exactly the same JSON here into a compose action with the symbol, price, exactly same as here. And then, because I added 3 different columns there in here, 3 different columns for data time, date, and date time, date, and time, I need to add them as well. So I write some formula here to find those data in exact same format. So now I can send that to an EventHubs, which will send that to this event stream. So using the EventHubs, send the EventHubs, that will do the job. But before that, I need to create a connection here, and I need to add it here. So again, back to my custom app, EventHub, SaaS key authentication. Now I need that key again. Copy that and paste it here. Click on create. But when you click on create, make sure to add the if I remove this one, the name won't appear here. You need to use the enter custom value, and there you need to use this event hub name. So I copy this one and paste it here. Okay, that's it. And this is the content is the output of this one. So let's test this one with 104,104,000. And before that, here, the price for the Bitcoin is 104,984. So let me run this, test it, save manually, and then continue, run the flow, and let's see it's run successfully and send the data there. If I refresh the data here, the new data with that price, which I manually added there, will be appear at the top of this table. By the way, if you want to run the API here, you can do it there. You can use the HTTP here, HTTP, and there using this HTTP, it's premium, same as this send event, which means you need to have a proper license for Power Automate to be able to run that. Using that HTTP, using this code again, API, that will do the job same as the notebook. Back to my data, I refresh that one, you can see 104,000 appear here. That means my Power Automate is now connected to the custom receiver here. So this custom receiver now connected to 2 sources, notebook and Power Automate, and I can connect it to many more items. So this showing you how you can use a Power Automate or notebook to send the data to EventStream, and you can cover many business questions with these two. Okay, now we have the data. Let's go to the edits and then add the destination. Before that, I want to transform. I can transform the data. For example, I can click on manage field and then connect it to here, and then click here, add fields, import schema, but I need just symbol, price, date, time, date, and time. I don't want to have the partition ID, event process, UTC time, event inquit, UTC time. Those are just for this event stream. Some data, metadata about when that process and which partition they use to save your data there. That's it. So I will add those data, and now I can change those items. For example, for price, I can change the name to price with the capital P. Or for example, for date, I can add date like that, capital 1, date and time. I can divide them, for example, split them, date and time, something like that. But I will leave it as date, time, like this, with the space. And then for the time is same as that one. Or on the other hand, you can change the format of that, change the time. For date and time, I can change it to date and time as well. So it's easy to do that. For example, for price, I can change it to double and then click on save. So this will do the process, and then if I add, after that I can add the destination. You can use many other options, join from two event stream, two data to one output, group them, union, expand, aggregate those numbers, setting some filters. There are many options here, but for this one I will just use this manage field to transform some of those data. Now I can add a destination here. So I can use the custom endpoint again and connect that to another destination, SQL server or something. Out I have an application and I want to send the data there, you can do it. I can create a lake house and save the data there. I can create an event house to save the data into a KQL database, or again stream that data, or setting the activator for setting some condition and getting and receiving some notification. For now, I will click on this event house, but before that, I need to create an event house. So here, back to my data workspace, click on new item, work it, event house, and name it Summit Demo 2025, and click on create. That will take few seconds to create it. When that create a event house, by default it will create a database, KQL database with the exact same name here. So now I can say destination name is KQL DB. The workspace is this workspace, event house Summit Demo 2025. The database is there. There is no table in that database here. So there is no table here. I can ask it to create a table because that knows the schema. Let me first connect these two together. Yep. And then click on create new, and then the name is test, for example. Done. And that will read the format there, and click on save and click on publish. That will create the table here. Let me refresh this one, and that table is created now, and it will loading all of those data, loading all of those column schema of them as per this manage field into that KQL database as the destination for this event stream. It takes few seconds to capturing the data there, and then it will show the active here. But we can go there and find out, checking the table it creates here, just test, and you can see symbol, price, data time, date time. It's not same as what we run here because that's not capital and there is no space here. That transform we added here did the job for us. That's good. And then date, capital, and time as well. So you can see the schema of that by click on these three ellipses and then query table and then get table schema. So when you click on that one, the output showing the symbol is string, price is dynamic, date and time is date and time, date and time are the strings. You can, in the code, you can change them later, but for now, you can change the column type of them here. So let me refresh this one and see, it's still loading. It will take a little bit time, but let me send the data once here. Again, send in the same data. And see, it will fetch the data there. And now send the data, and that's completed. Okay, that's completed. And then here, let me run the query here, show any 100 records, and those data here. So it works. It's showing loading, but it works. Let me refresh that here. It's still showing loading, that's fine, but you can see the data coming here. Let me change it again and see that works as well. Or now if I change this one to 105,000 and test it for the Bitcoin. Send the data and then refresh it, boom, 105 first, and then Bitcoin 105,000. So you just need to this way, yeah, sort it, and all of them work. So what about this one? Let me run this and capturing the data every 2 seconds. Run this one, see, yeah, that works. And then if I refresh it, then we can see it will coming. Let me remove everything here. we have 30 records now. It means it works. It's getting the data here. Let me refresh this one again. Yeah, that's active now. So our stream is created. We saving the data. We running the notebook to capturing the price of the crypto every 2 seconds and save them into a KQL items. But here you can even run SQL code. If you don't know KQL, you can run a SQL, for example, like select all, and then from test. And when I run it, it's exactly the same output. If I don't know how to convert this to KQL, write your SQL and then add explain before that code and run it. And now the output is the KQL, is exactly the same output. So if I run that one, boom, that's exactly the same. So if you don't know how to write the code, KQL code query, you can write it in SQL and then add in the explain to convert that to KQL in a second. For example, explain, add in the explain here and run it, and that will give me exactly the same query but in KQL. So you can run whatever code you want and then compare it to KQL here. So now I have this code, test, project, symbol, price, data time, and date and time. I can convert the price with this code to be the number, to be like a number, filter, subject, price, the price, what's happened to that? Yeah, price. Yeah, okay, so now it's like a number, so I can create this KQL query set. In this query set, as you can see here, I added a query and then said the symbol, price, just change it to real, which change it to number, and then date and time, like this one. Or if I want, I can just say, I don't want to see these items and I want to see just the price and symbol. So exactly same as that. So now if I back to my presentation, where was that here? So what I have done this section here, actually here, but this section will be covered in the future. So now I can create a report or I can create a real-time dashboard there. Let me back to here. From there, from this KQL, I can click on pin to dashboard. This is the live dashboard. As you can see the icon here. Click on that, an existing dashboard, or in a new dashboard. I can name it Summit 2025 and the tile name it the price table. And when I click create, that will create that real-time dashboard for me with the table. Here, if I go to edit, what I can do, I can go to manage, auto refresh, enable that one and make sure that will show the real-time continuous data. If I click on that, and this will, you can see it will be refreshed automatically every second. This data will be, here. So 7:59, and then in 2 seconds it will change. So it will show the live data every time. It shows live data now. I can add another tile here. For example, if I go to home, new tile here, I can run this query again here, and then run it. The result will come in here, but click on add visual. The new tile will be line chart as a price line chart, and then here from the table going to line chart, the y-axis will be the price, the x-axis will be the date time, and then the series will be the symbols of those price we have there. So that's created there, and then I can click on apply. Let me make it a little bit bigger. If I click on the price of this Bitcoin, you can see it's showing the price every 2 seconds here, and it's adding the new data here. Or if I click on that one, you can see there is a drop in the price of the Dodge, and that stable now. It's that there is a drop in Ethereum as well, and that it's showing there are some fluctuation here, and it's in the Ripple as well. You can see the data there. So it's live. It's live. This is great. Comparing this one with the old dashboard in Power BI, it's really, really big. That's giving you the live data, refreshing the data and showing the continuous data. That's really game changer for the live dashboard. In the other one, you would be able to do that, but you didn't have that much option to customize the data or creating something professional like this one. You can add many other other charts, tables here to showing the data here. And then when that's completed, you can go on the view and save the changes, and that will be your dashboard. That will be your dashboard. You can select any of those price, and you can see here every 2 seconds it will be refreshed and adding some new data into here. So let me refresh that. Yeah, here. So you can see the new data coming, and that's perfect. Streaming data, and you can see everything here. So you can even connect that one to Power BI desktop. Open the Power BI desktop, and then you can connect that to the KQL database. Exactly same. Click on this, connect that, and then when that's connected, you can see the test table, and then loading the data into a Power BI desktop as a direct query, which will show the live data. And then here you can set symbol, date and time, price, to having a table there. Price is not as a number here, so I need to go to Power Query and change it to the currency, and then that will be okay. Let's change it to date and change this to time. Oops. No, keep it as is. I don't want that. Okay. So now if I add the price here, that will do the job, date and time here. And then I can select this one to sort it by and then if I refresh that one, you can see the data even fetching to here as well. So you can refresh the visual, and you can see the data coming, and that's connected to my KQL database with the direct query, and that's great, because whenever I run this, that will send the query and capture the data. You can publish it and then update it in your workspace. So you can connect that. Let me bring this flowchart again. You can connect that to report or real-time dashboard, which we have done. And now we can set this reflex to setting some condition and getting some notification. So this is completed. Here, back to my EventStream, click on edit, and then adding a new destination and activator. So name is Activator workspace here, and then the activator, we can create a new one. Click on the new Summit 2025, click on done, and then save it. Before I save that one, let me bring data from here. Yeah, connect it to here. So publish that. You can connect it even after manage field to here. If you transform your data, you can connect it to that one, but I just connected to read the data directly from the EventStream here. So that will take a little bit time. Let me go here to the workspace. You can see that the notebook is here. It's not created yet, so let me refresh that. Yeah, boom, it's here. Activator Summit 2025. It's created there. And I'll show it again. Thank you. So now here we can create a new object. The main data are here, which still showing that it's loading, it's creating the codes and then items behind the scene, but it takes time. It takes a little bit time to complete this one, and then after that we'll be able to create that reflex there using the activator there. So its status still loading. Let me refresh this one. Let me create a new object here. this is the main streaming data from that stream data, because I connected that to stream Summit Demo 2025, and that's showing Summit 2025 stream. The object name, I can add it as a price, the price, live price, let's say any name, live price. And then here, unique identifier, it's still not loading. Because of that, I can't create that. I need to give it a little bit more time to be completed here. So this one is still showing the data correctly and showing the updated data, and shows the market is stable at the moment for all of these currencies. So here, back to my active, perfect, that's created. So let me refresh this one. And now there should be some data here, perfect, and you can see here 160 rows loaded. All of those columns are here, symbol, time, price. I can now create object here, new object, live price, and then unique identifier, I can add the price, and then I just need the symbol here. For now, I will keep it very simple like this one, and then create that object. Click on create, and that object will be created here. You can modify that in the future, but for now, I just want to do something very simple to see how it works. So that is created here, and if I click on the price, you can see that is created by price. Okay, so okay, now I need to create another, let me create another object, live price. I did the wrong thing. I need to symbol here and then add in the price. Yeah, and then create. Oops, live price 1. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. There are two with same name, but I know this is wrong. Which one is one? Which one? Yeah, okay, this one. I don't need this one. Let me remove this. But that's interesting. You can create two with the same name. Okay, so the price, I can click that this one. 5 items are here and data are coming here. I don't want to see all of them. I just want to see Bitcoin. I will remove all of them and set it to say, show me the last 15 minutes, and that's the data here. So we can see the data here. The time is here, the price as a y-axis, and then the Bitcoin, only Bitcoin. I can create a new rule here. So for the creating a new rule here, the attribute is price. I can set many conditions here, changing in the numeric chain, numeric state, text chain, logical change, and under that there are many type of condition you can set. But I just want to set, if it goes above that one, it means it increased above or goes above that one, or you can use this one as well. You can say it's greater than. I want to say if it's greater than, let's say what is the price now? It's 104 and the top price is 104. If its value go 105, yeah, 105, and then every time that's happened, I want to see an email, and the context, I want to see the price. Let me open my Outlook here. So I can click on the send a test action. Let me click on this, send me a test action to test that how that works, and then it will take a little bit time. In this scenario, in this section, it's not that fast, especially today. When I checked that before I recorded this solution, I checked that with the Microsoft Teams, because you can set the action you want to receive the notification as an email or as a Teams message. So in Teams, it was very slow, so I couldn't use that one, but now I change it to email. By the way, you can even add the My Fabric item to say Fabric item to say when that's happened, do something. Run that, for example, notebook. There are many, or using the new custom action to connect that to Power Automate. So I will use this email. I just received that one, and the email is like this. So download picture, it shows sample package, sample, and that's only the test. That's good. You can set anything here, subject, time to sell, and the headline, the price is good. Let's sell some crypto. And then save and start. When I click on the save and start, there are nothing more than 105 here. Because of that, nothing in the condition. I will stop that. I will stop this notebook and then go to my manual testing here. So 105 was the number. So if I set 106 here, nothing here at the moment. But if I run that and send in the 106 before the Bitcoin, that should be appear here. So, and that will send me a notification. That's a time to sell it. So here you can see the 106 coming in this dashboard. So it will come in here as well. If I go there, and then see this price here, 106 for the Bitcoin is coming here. So it should be here as well. In the price, 106 is here, and this alert here, it's loaded here. It shows the condition is greater than 105 once happened. And if I send, for example, two more, for example, 104, test, send, run it, and then I want to send another one, 100, for example, 9, one less than the target, one again above the target. So 109 and 109 is here and 104 here. But if I back to here, the 104 shouldn't be appear here, but 109 should be here as well. So it takes a little bit of time to load it, few seconds. So here, let's test the data, see those data here. 109 is here, so it should be on there as well now. So 104 is there because the value, as you can see, this red line, 105 is the target. One of them less than under the target, so no notification here. Again, one of them is above that, so we receive the notification here. I will wait few seconds to showing those notification. Okay, so finally I received that email. Let me open that one, and that's showing the price there, Bitcoin price, and then time to sell. And we can sell that one. Same as this one. I received all of them back to back here. Microsoft, this one. Before that, it's very important. You can see the price is not here, but the price is here, and that's very important to adding the price as a context here. Otherwise, you will receive an email just the price, just showing that Bitcoin USD, nothing about the price. So thank you so much, and catch you later.